Well, welcome back. It is, what is today? March 26th. And last week was really, really bad. Um, One of the people that Marcy teaches with had a baby, and her and Marcy were kind of on the same schedule. And even one day at lunch, her and her coworkers were talking about, or not her and her coworkers were talking to her about, her coworkers were talking about how they were going to induce her and how they were so happy and so excited. Marcy's just sitting there and had a bad day. So luckily, I was able to go have lunch with her. But um, yeah, that kind of putting Marcy off for the week, and it kind of put me off too. It's just kind of a bad week. Thinking about it a lot. It's tough. Spring is coming out, so it's really pretty out, and I see things like we have a community Easter egg hunt, and I'm like, damn it, we could have taken Austin to that, and that would have been something to do on Sunday. But we find other things to fill our time, and we did a little work on the deck, and you find ways around it. But yeah, last week sucked, and it kind of came to a head on Sunday yesterday, and this comes to my idea for the week, my one idea for coping. So I'm trying every single time I post a video to give you an idea for coping, and we were in the grocery store, just kind of looking around, and we wandered into the Easter aisle, which we shouldn't have done because we had a bunch of Easter outfits for Austin. We were kind of excited for Easter. I'm not a big Easter guy, but I was like, yeah, Easter would be fun this year with a kid, and it's still crazy to think it's not going to happen. But we saw a book um, at the bottom of the pile, like a My Little Duckling book, and I just kind of told Marcy, I was like, yeah, I would have loved to have bought that book and read it with Austin. Yeah, and then she kind of picked it up and opened it up, and then she found another one, like My Little Lamb Chop or something, and it was weird. Like it was like way too much. It was just like overwhelming me. I was like, I got to get out of here. I walked out and went to the bread aisle and looked for hot dog buns, and it's weird. It's so unlike me. Normally, I can handle it, and even when I'm at like a store, where there's a crying kid behind me, which seems to happen all the time now. Um, I'm able to kind of just like focus in and not think about it. But for some reason, this was like it just over. I was like, I got to get the living hell out of here. And so I just walked around, and Marcy came up. She felt really bad. She didn't want to make me sad, but I was like, I don't know. And then we drove home. I didn't say anything, and then I just started crying in the garage. And yeah, it sucked. And it all kind of hit me all at once, and I haven't cried in a couple weeks, and it probably just built up. But to my point, so what I've been doing is, and I joke now that when you say, and if you're watching this and you've been in this position, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you say don't send flowers, it means send a lot of flowers. Because I told everybody, to my mom and my family, just don't send flowers. There's nothing we can do with flowers. Everybody sent flowers. And it was just our house had flowers everywhere, and some of them, I hate to say, I took straight from our front door right into our trash can because I was just like, I don't want. All it does is remind me of what's happening. But I did save all of the glass vases, and I have them lined up in my garage. And yesterday it came in handy, and this is what I'm saving them for. Is I had that bad moment, and I went into the garage. I got two garbage bags, put one inside the other, put the glass vase in it, tied them both up, and then went to our driveway, waited till no one was kind of around, and just kind of yelled a little bit, just took that bag and just bam, just right on the ground, and it broke. And it was the minute it broke, it felt really good. It was like just a total release, and I felt good for the rest of last night. And then Marcia and I had a conversation that was between us. We'll get to that maybe next week. But that's that's kind of my update for the week, and my tip for the week is as you start getting these glass vases and flowers, maybe you'll like them. In which case, more power to you. We actually have one little plant that we kept. Plants are better than flowers, but you'll probably get a ton of flowers and you get a ton of vases, and you're not going to want to keep all of them. But keep all the vases and keep those around for something to break. Because I've read about people breaking all kinds of stuff. In a sense, people are helping you out by sending you flowers and vases because they're getting you things you can break. So save the vases and break those the moments it feels good. And having heard people talk about it, I thought it was kind of silly. I'm like, it doesn't do anything. I'm telling you, the minute I slammed it down and heard that shatter, it was like, ooh, that felt good. I almost did one more just because it felt so good, but I'm like, I'm not gonna turn into a junkie. I'm gonna save it for the next time I need a fix. So there's my thought for the week. Hopefully this is a better week. Marcy has a week of school. I have one traveling trip on Friday, and next week is our spring break and our trip to Cleveland, which is going to be nice because that's going to be over Easter weekend, and we're looking forward to that. So until next week, I will see you guys then. Blue skies. Until next time, blue skies and green lights.